Linda and Al Lerner from moviesandshakers.com out of Chicago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hi, okay.
Yes.
We're neighbors, We sell you corn. Yeah.
Sell your soy.
Exactly, thank you for all that.
What was the biggest challenge, mentally or physically, to do this film?
Physically, because the acting for me was an ideal situation. My character is an odd guy. It's exactly the kind of role I wish I could play forever. It's such an unusual young man who acts like a baby, frankly. But the physical stuff is hard because I'm learning karate, which is something I don't know. And so I did like a month or two of karate lessons. But, you know, it had no effect if you just can look at me and tell.
What was the hardest move? That made you laugh?
You know, a jump and kick in the air when you jump. It's hard, it's hard, and also I was out of breath immediately.
The hardest part was doing the karate moves and getting them to a place that were of a high level, because this girl is meant to be exceptional at karate and I'd never done it before. So that was difficult. And then one of the best things about it was getting to work with Jessie again, who, we did a film together a long time ago when we were just kids, so it was cool to get to do this again. I always love working with him.
I want to sign up for classes.
It's excellent news. I'm going to go ahead and enter you into the system. Name, Casey
Davies?
It's a very feminine sounding name. Why karate?
As a director, this must be fun choreography, stunts, and humor all together, and darkness. That must be fun for you.
It's incredibly fun. I feel like everything that I love is in this movie. Death metal, karate, like martial arts, comedy, dachshunds. It's a cross-section of my brain.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of other men.
Did you have somebody who went through an experience like this, and that's what you based it on?
No, not personally. It's definitely loosely inspired by feelings and thoughts that I had inside myself of, am I masculine enough? Am I a man enough? Like, all those things that I think people ask but don't actually vocalize. So there's that element involved in the writing of the script, but it's not necessarily a literal translation of my experience or life or anything.
How much training did the actors have to do in order to do it?
Well, I wish we could have done more just because they seem to have so much fun with it.
I was filming another movie right up until we started, so I came in, we shot in Louisville, and I arrived like 48 hours before we started. And the first day, I had to do one of the two little karate sequences that I had to do in the movie, and so I had this like 48-hour crash course where the stunt coordinator came and we just drilled it a million times. It's more like a kind of comic routine, like a sort of Charlie Chaplin sequence or something. Yeah, because I have to be delivering this sort of comic monologue while I'm doing these moves and stuff. And so.
Did you remember your lines while you were moving?
Oh no, I mean it was like trying to walk and chew gum. It's a nightmare. It was hard enough to memorize the line. The line, I had these big long speeches, these big long monologues, and right the first day of filming they hit me with those scenes, and I was just like, it was all I could do to just get the words out.
You learned a little bit about male psyche. It's about male bonding and yeah, the male psyche. Did you learn anything more about male, or change anything about your way you think about men?
Well, I mean, the character was a fascinating character. I really, he says at one point in the movie to Jessie Eisenberg's character, you remind me of myself a little. And I think he's actually being honest that as a younger guy, he was, full of those feelings of impotence and awkwardness in his own skin and social awkwardness. And he turned to karate to sort of try and, find his power, and it turned him into a monster. So.